Welcome to the Battleground of the Gods.
Welcome, challengers, to Battleground.
Oh my god, you're fucking killing me here.
That was good.
Max out your audio immediately.
All right.
I always have to fucking go
Wait,
through
hold on.
and limit you.
Wait, hold on. If he can't limit, can I max my audio out first minute?
I
Do
mean,
you want to edit?
Yo, Jmac for host? Jmac for host?
Me editing things. That's a good joke. I don't even edit my own content. Are you kidding me?
Wait, do you have to find Pride do it? Because we'll have to add another title to him. He's already Sam the Dude's editor.
I don't have anybody edit my stuff. Like, I literally... The most editing that I do on anything I've ever done at this point is a fade in and a fade out with cuts. Like, that's
Hell
it.
yeah. Sony Vegas to the purest.
Hey, baby, let's go. I don't need fancy intros and outros when I'm just doing A to Z. By the way, Amaterasu mid, a lot of fun. Went like 18-7.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my goodness. Keep Jmac on my rank games.
And that wasn't even a real build. It was a pure anti-heal build. I went like Brawlers, Toxic Blade, and Ankh.
We should be recording this. Hello, thanks for stopping, Depfro.
We're already recording. What are you on about?
Welcome, challengers, to Battleground of the Gods, a Smite podcast. I am your host, Dep Nation, and joining me today we have a very fun crew with us. Fro Double G,
corn.
Nevaeh 03,
My league team is gonna kill me.
Silent Reveries, aka Bryce, aka VD 2.0.
Hello, ladies. Nuffs.
And,
Hey, lady.
Yo!
and joining us today we have a very special guest.
I don't know what I'm
Jmac.
doing with my life. What's happening?
You know, a lot of people think that once they come on Bot G, they're like, oh, I've hit a new low.
I've hit like 3 new lows since I've been on here.
I mean, to be fair, alcohol is a depressant, so drunk lore, new low, makes sense.
Hold on, I'm drinking. Oh my god, no wonder I'm like this. I just looked at the bottle.
If you think about it this way, alcohol, scientifically speaking, is a solution. So going off of that, let's resolve how our games were this week. Fro, how were your games?
All right.
Low-key transitions are OP.
So, just playing a lot of Assault, really. Played a couple Conquests with, like, Lantern and all that. Played a little bit with Willow. But mainly just playing a lot of Assaults. Played a couple with Adios. Adios makes his grand return.
Hey!
Played a couple Assaults with him. And the rest of the EU plebs. Well, I guess not you, fella, but we had Asbestos. Asbestos. I
heard
feel
there's
so
a good
fucking
law
bad.
firm
I forget.
for Asbestos.
Well, it was Adios Asbestos, and there was someone else, and I'm literally drawing a blank, and I'm so sorry. I fucking am drawing a blank right now.
Is his brother J.G. Wentworth?
It might be. Yeah, so we're
Okay.
playing
877
with Wentworth.
cash now.
877 cash now?
Yeah, they were just alright games. Like, they were just memed. I just really didn't take Smite seriously at all this week, and just had a bunch of fun.
But Fro, we had an amazing was Assault game with a rando Kukulkan.
I figured I'd save that for your week, because that was Fro and Dep's MOTD for 3 hours that we do once every other week.
Right? Oh, man, that's something. But let's roll on over to Nev. Nev, how was your week?
So I'm gonna make this real brief. I also played some Was and Conquest. Very nice. Other than that, I have hello, drunk lore, guys. Hello. I've had some games with our little friend over there, Mr. Brace.
Oh yeah.
And I think we're gonna want to collectively talk about that one.
We gotta get into that.
Well, fucking do it. What the fuck do you think this is for?
All right. Well, Nev, you good?
Oh, wait. One more thing. I tried New Scotty, and I might have brought this up in the Discord, but I tried out New Scotty in Conquest. I played her in mid. Everything was fine. I go to Gold Fury. I invade. We get the Gold Fury. I go back to mid to clear some minions. Where's Calder? Hello? Where did Calder go? Oh, did he call out sick? No, he's still stuck on Gold Fury, even though there's no Gold Fury there. Alright. Our random support says, attack Fire Giant. I'm like, alright, oops. And I ping Gold Fury. Sorry, oops, ping Gold Fury. She doesn't get it, so I have somebody on PC, hashtag PC Master Race, type into the chat, Calder is stuck on Gold Fury? Question mark. No problem.
Known issue.
She says, no problem. Attack Fire Giant. I'm like, alright. Well, let me just ult and see what happens. So I ult and legit on the mini map you can see Calder yeeting himself from Gold Fury all the way to Fire Giant. I should have recorded it. It was
They
hilarious.
needed to do like quadruple
Really?
damage.
I was so mad. I really wanted to see this. And then I'm like, I should have recorded. I'm like, you just shit all over my dream.
Yo, Calder going from Gold Fury to Fire Giant. Calder needs a like one-shot Fire Giant from that distance, I think.
It was so funny. He just teleports from Gold Fury all the way over to Fire Giant. We get the team fight. We get the Fire Giant. It was a good game, but that tilted me. I was like, what are you doing over there, buddy? Hello? Should
I
have
want
called
to see
out.
Calder flying through the sky like Yorm.
Yes, please. That would have been awesome. But no, I only saw it on the mini-map. He just like teleported onto my target there. So,
The
but
way I
other
see
than
it,
that,
a wild
Yep.
Deathstroke needs to have I came in like a wrecking ball montage
Yes!
with Calder. And Calder is the wrecking ball, and he just
Yes!
warps in on people. Like freeze frame, I came in like a wrecking ball, and at the end of the swing, Calder is there wherever
It
the
was at
target
this moment
exists.
he knew.
Yeah, right.
Fucked up.
Yes, yes. Oh.
I also, real quick, also had a 16-4 Agni game.
Hey.
That felt
Ooh, that's
real
clutch!
nice.
Agni
That-
Games.
Felt so
Frag.
Should I
good.
say sounds
I am
fire?
So sick.
Oh.
Ah!
Womp womp womp.
All right, I'm throwing like shots and shades at the pros out here. Why the hell is nobody even playing Agni right now? He is like
Agni's the most
Love
balanced
so,
god in the game. His kit
Agni's
flows
strong.
together seamlessly, no matter how you want to play him.
legit.
Yeah.
Every time I'm streaming on Skillshot and somebody comes in and asks, "What's a great god for me to learn the game on?" and I ask them, I
Agni.
say, "What do you want to play?" and they say, "I want to, just do a lot of damage. I just want to play, like mage." I say, "Play Agni every
Yeah.
time."
Yep.
First
Because-
god I throw out there.
Because you can either play him really safe or you can play him real aggressive. And
yeah.
Late
just
game,
works.
he's so
Works.
fucking annoying too. Oh
You
my
throw a soul
goodness.
gem and you just get free healing all day.
All
Literally.
fucking late game.
All the bombs.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
so-
things to do is throw the fire wave and then gas them right at the end of it because they don't expect it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the 16-4 Agni felt real nice. But I'm gonna pass it on to Bryce. We're gonna talk about the showdown.
Ooh.
All right, so all this shit started really transpiring like Tuesday/Wednesday, where most of you saw if you're in the Discord, the Bot G Discord. If you're not in the motherfucking Bot G Discord, get in the motherfucking Bot G Discord. I don't know why you're listening to the podcast. If you're not also in the Discord, let's start there. But moving along, Kyle Hihei was like, yo, I've got friends on a team looking for a mid laner. And I messaged Kyle, and I was like, hey, what's going on with this? What's the possibilities? So I messaged Mackenzie, who's the captain of TBD, and by the time I messaged her, she's like, I've had 2 or 3 people already message me about you. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay.
Good
all
or
right.
bad? Good or bad?
Yeah, good or bad. I didn't know, but she was like, they've messaged me, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'll be down to play. They seem cool. They're open to scrim times, because I know like some there's motherfuckers out here in the Smite world. Their scrim times are like midnight, and if your scrim times are midnight,
Yeah, Nevea 03 and the rest of the fucking girthworms.
Hello?
God damn.
yeah,
9:30. Hello.
I've got Z's to catch. I don't want to play any type of competitive Smite that bad. I will feed my motherfucking rank games for midnight scrims. So, I was messaging her and shit. We were talking and whatnot. And eventually, like, as we were talking more, I was getting more out of her. And she'd be like, yeah, so it's weird. Everybody who's messaging me, they say you're a really cool guy, but they've never played with you sober, so they don't know how good of a player you are. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, maybe that's true, but that makes me sound like an alcoholic.
Silent Reveries has a drinking solution.
Yeah. Just because I play most of my weekend Smite games Friday through Sunday, not knowing who I am, does not mean... Okay, maybe it does mean, but...
I was going to say, I could have swore I specifically was like, hey, Drunk Lore episode, we should have Bryce, because reasons.
You right.
Whoa!
What were you going to say, Jmac?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sounds about right.
there's a Drunk Lore
Look.
episode right there.
Look. It's like my grandma used to say. If you were going to say something, but you forgot, it wasn't important.
Your grandma's
That or you're
top
too
tier.
far into a bottle of moonshine and you just forgot everything.
I mean,
I do believe that
Why not
moonshine
both,
is served
bud?
in a jar, sir.
Oh, shut up. Hold on, how
So-
full was this jar? Oh, this is a new jar. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You're entering dangerous territory.
I had a picture of that whenever I'd started.
So
the drunk
ultimately,
lore is leaning more towards drunk than lore.
We haven't even got to the fun part yet.
Yup.
ultimately we moved along. Whatever, I was talking to Mackenzie. They kicked their mid laner. Like, no details. Basically, their old mid laner raged. If you know me, raging isn't any part of like what I do. Like, if I'm doing bad and I'm mad, I pretty much do the opposite and stop talking altogether, which is probably very fitting.
Too. I do that too.
can relate.
Yeah.
Quiet Fro's a mad Fro.
Yeah. So everybody on their team is awesome. It was funny. Their mid laner actually used to listen to VD2. So when Mackenzie told their support, when Mackenzie told Jimmy that I was gonna be like trying out for the mid lane, he like immediately knew who I was.
Yeah.
And I was in their call with them for like 2 seconds before he was hitting me with the underscore jokes. And I'm like, listen.
Oh, shit.
So,
In the arms of an angel.
listen, okay? I
Now,
wish.
did you tell him that the most optimal play in any game that you can make is no item Thanatos,
Mhm.
Fire
Yeah.
Giant 10 minutes?
Yeah. Mackenzie keeps asking me, what is this boneless Thanatos, no items fire giant attack? I'm like, it's pretty much when Goku turns all yellow or whatever the fuck he turns into. I never watched
I
Dragon
think
Ball,
they
but
call that
basically,
Super Saiyan.
They
Super
call that
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
that one.
Yeah.
Listen,
Bryce.
J-Mac,
Bryce,
as you can relate
being
to this
an
as a
intro
caster,
weeb yourself, I feel
Okay.
like you should know that.
as a
Okay.
caster,
Feel like you
as
should
a
know that.
team builder, J-Mac, next time you coach a team, just try that as a way to motivate your team. Just like around, like you're like
Yep.
level 15, just go to the fire giant with no items and tell them you got it. It's morale boosting. You may
It is.
die, but next time you're gonna get it too. And that was not my thought process
At the
because
very
I didn't-
least, your entire team's going to be like, I'm not that bad.
Yeah. At that point, I probably couldn't even tell you my name. That's how drunk I was. But that's besides the point. It was morale boosting, team building effort.
Motherfucker, you had to have your teammates tell you didn't have items for you to realize.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Listen,
It flashes on your screen.
You're including a lot of details, Fro, that I'm trying to leave out of this story. All
No, I
right?
think it only flashes.
Okay.
It only
To be
flashes.
fair, it only flashes that you
When
don't
it's
have
no
a relic.
Yeah. It's only when you don't have a relic it doesn't tell you. Other than that, you're just.
Yeah.
You buy a
You're good.
fucking relic
Hey.
and not items.
Hey,
Then you just look
Olympia.
at,
I don't
oh
even
shit,
know.
I forgot my relic.
You're
and you-
beyond.
Olympian,
Olympian?
get that.
Olympian,
Olympian, once you
I-
get a certain level, if you don't have items, your screen just flashes, hey, dumb fuck, buy items.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that in my games.
Can we just get that when they walk off the fountain without buying an item?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe that's what you can do.
If you have
After a
enough
certain
gold
amount
to
of
buy
minutes,
an item and you walk out of
after a
fountain,
certain amount of minutes, if you have not bought items, auto buy turns on automatically.
yes.
Look,
No,
you can QA an
legit.
assault,
That's what's
where
up.
if you walk off the fountain in an assault without items or things, it just kills you instantly. 'Cause I hate having to go to their tower for it.
That is optimal. That is optimal.
Also, can we
Optimal.
have it removed off of King Arthur to where he just lunges forward standing still? Because I've done it so many times tabbing back in the game.
Oh, because it's auto attack thing?
Because
Yeah.
his auto attack
That's
like lunges
unfortunate.
forward. So back when they
Oh.
had like the elevated platform, I would left click to get back in the game, and I'd fall off, and all my friends would just hear it go, "God damn it!" It's like, did you
Feels
just lunge
bad.
off? I'm
Been
like,
there.
Yeah.
To be-
Been there.
To be fair, also that point where oh shit, I forgot where I was going.
Well, Grandma said.
Yeah, well, Grandma said, you know, if it's not important, you know, it's not important.
So fucking Wednesday came,
Damn.
and the team's like, all right, they kicked the mid laner. They're having me sub in, try out. It's scrimming against Bot G.
Hi.
And I told the team, I said, like, if you want to kick me, if I'm not playing up the standards, I legitimately do not care. I'm here to have fun. I'm not trying to get anywhere in fucking my Smite life. I'm not fucking aspiring to be somewhere one day. I'm here to kick the shit out of Bot G, folks, and have some fun, as
Wow,
well
toxic.
as whoop up on Coffin Monkey. And now that I've gotten to know some of the
Optimal.
Exil folk a little bit,
Optimal,
Hyde
I
Train
feel
has been
that.
added to that list. Added to that list. So,
Don't get me started, buddy.
fucking, we scrim. Game 1, Bot G's already trying to hold me down. They're scared of Bryce already. They're dictating who I have to play in the motherfucking mid lane. And
No, that's not
yes,
what happened.
it is what
No.
it is what
No.
happened. It's what
No.
happened. It's what happened.
No.
It's what happened.
No.
It's what we can do this all day.
Quality
Please don't.
content.
It's already 8:30.
They said at least one of the game. They didn't dictate the first game. They said at least one of the games to prep for their game tonight, so it's not spoiling anything. I had to play Chernobog. So
Mid?
mid, because double hunters is a thing right now, and I can tell you.
It is.
Let me list double hunters Bryce can play. Neath, Izanami, Uller,
Hey.
Apollo, Hachiman,
I've done Neath mid before. And
Cernanos.
It's legit.
Honestly,
I
a
can
lot of the hunters mid are still a thing. Like,
Yeah.
I-
Ability
yeah.
ability hunters mid are a thing. Like
Name all of those, and I can probably play them. They want me to play motherfucking Chernobog, who I got rank 1, don't even know. I literally had to message people. When are you supposed to blow up his 1? I have no fucking clue.
instantly.
instantly, or you just leave it there
Or
for clear,
leave it.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Instantly
Yeah.
or leave it.
If
yeah.
they're in the AOE, then you
Or
blow
to
it up.
zone.
Well, thanks, guys. I know that now.
You're welcome.
Guess when I didn't know? Then.
I mean, have you played the God since release?
Look,
I
all
haven't
I'm
ranked
saying
1.
is hindsight is 2020, and you should have been watching Meerkat during the NACE season, and you would have known how to play Chernobog mid. Props to Meerkat. Love you.
You're
bro.
Oh,
right.
shit.
I like the little promotion.
Yo, we got the
there,
pro
Yeah.
scene up in here. Caster.
Pro scene.
I don't even know what's
Meerkat.
going on.
That's a
So-
good one.
we get into this first game. I'm playing Chernobog. Nev's got Scotty. News to me, Nev can play Scotty.
Mid?
Who the fuck knew that was a thing? I
I
also
feel like, Nev, I feel like you'd be really good at duel.
Thank you.
You need to play some more. Scotty's low-key broken right now.
What is this bookmark? Oh Oh my god. I just looked as I have a bookmarker in here that's for a free buffet at CC's.
Ooh, dude, CC's
Yo.
pizza. Let me
Does
tell
it
you,
include the
$5
drink, though?
all you can eat.
Hold on.
What?
Good
Does
for
it include
hold
the
on.
drink though?
Good for one free adult buffet with purchase of a buffet and 2 drinks. So I gotta take somebody else.
You
for
gotta
this?
take
Useless!
somebody with you.
I have to be social.
Jmac,
No.
fucking
Hey,
Atlanta.
I'm coming down
HRX,
for HRX.
CC's
we
it
find
is.
a CC's and we go there.
Oh, it's only good at the 2 locations in my hometown. Never mind.
I mean, like, I can go there after.
Shut up with your fucking pizza muffin ass.
No, pizza muffins or what's up?
I
Get
just
out of
loo-
here.
I just
Pizza
looked like,
muffins
wait,
are the
there's-
dream.
I just saw like a sliver of a bookmark in this thing. I'm like, what is this bookmark? It's a buffet for CC's.
Oh, man.
So we get in here. Game 1. Boom. First off, I didn't know. Supports mid lane. Apparently a thing. That's a thing. So
What?
Here I am. I'm ready. I come to this game. I'm like, boom. Me versus Nev. I'm going to frag on her. I'm going to be upset if she frags on me. Here we go. 1v1. Just kidding. Nope. Silent Aces picks motherfucking Kumakarna. Jimmy picks Fafnir. I'm on Chernobog. Don't know what I'm doing. So we're off to a bad start already. Me and Nev, we're going back and forth. Kumakarna.
Oh, you didn't. Wait. Hold on. You didn't even talk about the fact that that Aces just walked over to your speed buff and said hello.
I thought that was the second game.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that was the
Spoiler
second
alert.
game.
All right.
That was the
Spoiler
second
alert.
game.
Continue.
That was the second game. So we're going back and forth. Krim, the ADC, just had surgery on his dome. He's all hyped up on fucking medicine. High as a motherfucker. He was told to play Kronos. I don't know if I just met the dude. Nice enough guy. Was high as fuck when I was talking to him. I'm not sure he knows how to play Kronos. Maybe he does. He was 0-7 before you knew it. And all of a sudden, I'm in mid lane. I'm like, boom. I'm going to frag on Nev. That's okay. Silent Aces is here. Boom. Dead as fuck. It was like a car crash. Cernanos from the dual lane. Boom. But if you've seen those dummy commercials and motherfucking car crashes where they're practicing them, that's what it felt like when Gokinator came out of the motherfucking dual lane smashing me in mid. That's what it felt like. Motherfucker Rick was playing Morgana. Fucking Morgana of our League of Legends. Playing Morgan. Trying to gank me mid lane.
Oh no, you mentioned the enemy.
Yeah. I'm like, Rick, I know you're trying to camp me, first of all. They said they were going to all be mid lane. I thought I was going to die by 5 people in mid lane to start the game. That didn't happen. I'm like, Rick,
That's the
I hear
only
you
way to
going
die.
invisible. You cannot gank me. Go the fuck away and stop camping me. It didn't stop him. He was trying his ass off to kill me. Goat got so big. He was like 19-1 at fucking one point. He killed me. He's taunting me under tower. I'm going to get him fucking back for that. I tell you what, fucking taunt me under tower. He hit me with the longest auto attack I've ever seen. I'm telling you, the blade of Cernanos' little thing touched my fucking little Chernobog ass cheek and I died. It was the longest auto attack I've seen. I was so upset by that. But we got fucking fragged that game. Demolished. Fucking Hyde was filling in. And Hyde was filling in respectfully. Truth is a shot caller for TBD, and he's our jungler. He was out for the first game, and Hyde train was filling in. About halfway through, Hyde's like, "Oh, you want me to talk?" "Yes, Hyde. Please use your voice." By then it was too far away. So, second game. The team's like, "All right, Bryce, what are you most comfortable?" I'm like, "I can play whatever you guys want me to play." And they're like, "All right, what are you most comfortable on right now?" And I was like, "Well, I've been like Raijin probably right now." So I go Raijin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Raijin's fucking fragging. Nev goes AMC. And again, Silent Aces gets motherfucking Kumakarna. And this motherfucker on Kumakarna is probably the most annoying thing I've seen in my whole life. We got Scotty Jungle. He's over here, over at speed buff as it's spawning, trying to get it. He doesn't get it, but he memes around long enough to delay us to get to lane. And like this game wasn't as like eventful with Gokinator popping off, just coming mid lane to frag for no reason. But it was a lot more eventful with me fragging. I played really well this game, and there was this. I made it a point. So Rick was playing Morgan again this game, and I hear him the little poof, whatever the fuck the Morgan sound is when she goes invisible. That's my sound for it. Poof, okay, quote it.
Better than the slappy. But
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So I'm like, Rick, I heard you go
I could
invisible.
instantly tell what he meant when he said slappy.
Slappy, dude. This is a fucking
Slappy.
item right there. You
What
need to
the
get
slappy,
it. See, I'm telling you, I got casting
Get it.
in my future.
Jmac.
Okay.
Is there an item you know that goes slappy?
Yeah.
I can't say.
A hunter
I
item.
can't say yes.
A
or
hunter
no.
item that's a slappy.
All right. Oboe, good guess.
Yeah.
Oboe.
He calls it the
Oh.
slappy.
He calls
Why
it the
you call it slappy? Why not call it the zappy? Like
Oh.
Ooh.
you,
Oh.
you eliminate one letter and then just change out the S for a Z. Like, come on.
Mhm,
This is
mhm.
basic algebra.
More efficient. I
Oh,
like
Quick math.
optimal.
Optimal. Math,
So-
math
Rename
being
Zappy
optimal,
Zappy.
imagine.
Anyways,
I was fragging pretty good. There was one time like I knew I was gonna die. I just ulted Nev under her own tower to just like kill her because I was tired
Thank
of this
you.
whole fucking
Appreciate it.
2v2 mid lane shit.
TYGG.
So it got to the point where every time we were doing something, Rick was just ulting into me as Raijin. And I would be there when Rick was ulting, and I would just ult Rick back and kill him. There was one time, right? We were fighting Fire Giant, and it's pretty low, so Rick was ulting as Morgan to secure Fire Giant as Raijin, and I stopped attacking Fire Giant and just fucking killed Rick because he turned into me. I'm like, no, stop. So, yeah, like I was being annoyed as fuck with it. Kyle would dive me, and Kyle was playing Nike. And most people, as you guys know, who play Raijin and shit, it's fucking 1-1-1-1. That's their ultimate, getting the damage out. Kyle thought he was going to get away from me. He jumped over the red buff wall. I followed him.
oh, you hit him with that 3?
Oh, I hit him
no,
with
it's
the
two.
taunt. Wait a couple seconds. Taunt. Wait a couple seconds. Taunt. Wait, it was the longest motherfucking time Kyle was probably taunted in his life and died. He was upset. Him and Rick were like, who
Oh,
taunts
you
as
really,
Raijin?
You really want to piss people off? Taunt, fear. Just like, fuck you.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
I do it all the time when it's like, I don't want you to move, but I don't want you to, like, actually get away either. So, like, let's say if they're sitting in the Ymir ult, I will taunt, fear. Or do the 4 of them.
Yeah.
That way they stay in there.
So then at the Fire Giant fight, we're all fucking like, it was kind of even. Like we pretty much lost the fight at the end of it or whatever. And I was low health and I used my 3 to get away, but I used my 3 to get away towards their like blue buff. And I was I was chilling like by the blue buff around the corner a little bit so nobody could see me because I was so low health. I'm waiting and I just see Nev. Here she comes. Nev's low health. She's running away from the fight. I hit her with the fucking bongos. Boom, boom, boom. Nev messaged me after. Nev, you want to tell this part, Nev?
Hold on. I'm pulling up the receipts. Hold on.
Nev messaged me and she's like, you literally made me scream like a little girl. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, yes, got her. But right after that.
No, I said you legit jump scared me at that last Fire Giant. And he said, LMAO, when I killed ya? And I said, I screamed like a child. I didn't think you would be that close.
Got her ass. So after that, it was pretty much downhill. We did our best. We did good, I think. I don't know how the team will do overall with how everybody is and not. I think we probably still got room to grow and whatnot, but everybody's cool. Nobody's like raging or mad at each other. We had a lot of fun during the scrims, so if the game goes that way too, I think I think it'll be a good time. Everybody on the team is pretty awesome. Truth is a memer, which is pretty funny. But
Yes. He's a good dude, though.
yeah, we'll see. Truth egged me on. It was just like I could have played defense and probably defended the Titan, but it was Silent and Goke. They're pushing first, there was another time. Motherfucking Silent.
There
okay?
once was a time.
They're pushing mid,
when
right?
Silent
And I
Runner
killed,
was pushing
I
mid.
got a couple kills, hit them with a Raiju, bang, boom, 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 kill them, and they got to run away. And it's me and Silent left. Nev runs off, scared. Nev runs off. It's me and Silent. I put Silent into his passive as Kumbhakarna. Do you think me as Raijin could get through motherfucking Kumbhakarna passive?
Nope. Zero chance.
I'm
Wait,
like,
you're not building all rings on Raijin? What are you doing?
right? I'm like, boom.
Can I-
3
can I-
seconds
can
later.
I-
boom.
Can I tell this part?
Yeah.
On comms. During this part on comms, Aces was like, Nev, save me. Because I'm still there. I didn't back. I was still in the jungle. I was just deep. And I was like, all right. I have my honey ready. I'm ready. And he's just running and he's just running. He's like, Nev. And I'm like, I'm here. So I path myself to be right in front of him in case Bryce just turns that corner, and I am ready because I know his health is not my health, and I'm ready.
Yeah. It's like I'm fucking bingoing, bongoing to try to get through this passive. That motherfucker gets up, and he's, Kumba health once he gets on a passive, it's still pretty low. So I hit him a little bit. He's low as fuck. He hits me with a meds, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to beads this. I'll still kill him. You know what I said 2 seconds later? Why the fuck didn't I beads the mez? That motherfucker was gone. I was upset.
Not beads and Kumba Mez.
Exactly. I was like, oh, I'm not going to
It's
be
okay.
overzealous. Yeah.
Those are the most famous last words. I don't need to beads Kumba Mez. As he walks halfway across the map, kills your entire team, you're still sitting there sleeping like,
Yeah.
maybe I should have beads this.
Yeah. I'm trying to chase him down, dude. As I'm like, I have a dash too as Raijin. This motherfucker was about halfway across the map already. I was upset. So the very last fight, it's like Kumba and Goke again versus me. Everybody else is dead. They're fighting our Phoenix, and I got some bingo fucking bongos on Goke. Goke's pretty low. Truth is like, get him. Go in on him. I fucking hit my 3, like kind of miss, and now all my abilities are on cooldown. I'm like, I'm going to try to dodge. Hachiman auto attacks as a big fat fucking mid laner. This isn't going to work at all. He killed me, and that was the end of the game. But it was a lot of fun. The last time I tried to play competitively, it was like really like I was on a team that scrimmed, that was in the position to just get shit on by the actual good team that was competitive. And everybody always showed up to scrims in late and everything. So since this is like little league, everybody's the same level, everybody's just there to have fun and shit like that, I think I'm going to enjoy it. It'll be fun, especially since I know everybody on Bot G. We're scrim partners. I think it's going to be a really good time. Looking forward to more of it. I had a lot of fun with the first little round.
Hell yeah.
Yeet. Honestly, my biggest problem with it is, like you said, the timing of it. It's the fact that everyone's so late. But otherwise, it was really fun.
Yeah, and it helps me now that I'm in Texas. Like, they scrim late. Well, I'm an hour behind you. So, all right, if you guys want to scrim late, you're fucking yourself.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I think that's a lot of the problem, too, is you have people either East Coast or West Coast is, like, the majority of them.
Yeah. So if you get on a West Coast team, like, it's early for them, but it's like, dude, it's too late for me. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's kind of the reason why I didn't want to do it. It's just, it's too late for me. EST, like, I got work.
Yeah.
I gotta be
Yeah.
I gotta
What
be
that's-
available for that. Like, if I was even, like, what is it, Midwest time or
Central?
I don't
Central.
know. Central,
Central.
there we go. Central or Mountain? Like,
That
that would
no,
just be better.
Texas is the end of Central. Then it goes to Mountain when it hits like New Mexico and Arizona and all that.
Okay,
Well, Arizona's
so Central.
technically
Central-
Arizona is its own thing. Like
Yeah, Arizona's
exists
OP
in its
with
own
no
time
daylight
bubble.
savings time.
Like fuck
Oh,
Arizona. I
shit.
love Arizona to death, but like fuck Arizona. They're the
Hey,
only
guys,
state
can we
that doesn't
can
apply
we
to it.
relocate to Arizona? Guys?
You don't want to go. You don't want to go to Arizona. There's nothing there.
No, that's the great thing. I got allergies, dude. If there's nothing there, I'm fucking not allergic to anything.
You walk
Let's
outside,
go.
you die. That's what Arizona is.
Yeah.
No, it's
I've got a friend in Arizona. You
just
don't wanna
heat
be
stroke.
there.
Just heat stroke. I'm good.
J-Mac, you play some Smite games this week?
I did play some Smite games. I played some good ones on the Skillshot channel this week. I played. I decided to do like jank support games, so I just like let
Ooh.
chat pick what I did for support. And so,
Ranked or not ranked?
Not ranked. It was viewer games.
Okay.
It was viewer games, but I felt so bad for this poor guy. So the first big viewer game that we had, I played Nemesis support. It was a lot of fun, by the way. You rush
I could see
Frostbound.
it.
You rush
could see it.
Frostbound, and so
Yep.
then you get your Guardian's Blessing, your horrific emblem, and then tier 1 towards Frostbound. You rush Frostbound. So you have 3 slows by the time that you get that Frostbound built. You have your ult.
You need an aggressive ADC though.
Not even that. You just need somebody who can like hit things. Like that's it. You just need somebody who can hit things. Anyways, so like I picked Nem support. I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna go horrible. We're up against like Geb, and I don't even care what ADC it was at that point. Like it just didn't. It just like didn't even matter at that point. So, like, I have, like, a rando viewer. Like, my buddy Sam is on the other team. Like, my friend Sam was, like, the first, like, 2 or 3... My friend Sam is, like, okay, for the first 2 or 3 games, I'm going to be on the other side, like, trying to fight against you to make it fair. And I'm
Wait,
like,
was
all
this
right, man.
Customs or
Yeah, they were customs. It was full
okay,
10-man customs.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just for fun. I'm like, look, I'm just playing nothing but jank supports for the entire day. I have like a 4-hour slot on Skillshot that I do on Sunday mornings. I'm like, I'm doing nothing but jank supports. I did like Nemesis, a Wheelish. I did Hercules, which isn't really jank. Hercules support's been a thing for a long time, but I did things like that. And so the Wheelish game didn't go as well. Like the first couple of levels still went pretty nicely, but like after that, it's like whatever. But the Nemesis game, at one point, I was like 9-2, and I don't know how I got there, but I felt so bad for. His name was Duarte. He was the Geb on the enemy team, the Geb support. He was a little bit newer to the game, but he still had like some of the main mechanics down. And I felt so bad because I have Frostbound, I've got Slice and Dice on them, and I've got ult. So I have 3 ways to slow this Geb. He didn't get a Wing Blade till like 4th item, because he needed all of his other stuff. There was one point I recall, for a solid minute, it's just me versus him. And he is desperately trying to get away from me. But every auto is slowing him. And every time he rolls out, I dash in front of him and stop the rollout.
Oh, man.
And every time he tried to get the knock up, I would have the second dash available, so I just dashed right behind him. And then finally my ADC, because I'm hitting for like 70 a hit. Like, I have no damage online. It's just like straight defense with a Frostbound and boots. So I'm doing like 60 or 70 a hit to him at most. I'm just dashing around him, stopping. I stopped like 3 or 4 rollouts in the process. I have like barely ADCR built. Like, literally every time rollout is my dash comes up, I'm like, all right, well, let's stop that real quick and start all over. And then...
Especially since it's a slow start to it, and you can just like double dash right in front.
And most of the time, I didn't even take the second one. I'd take the first one. I would just stand in front. I had so many good like.
Oh yeah.
I had so many good body blocks in the game. My ADC actually got a good body block with me on like a wall on him. We just like locked him in place for a moment. It was great, but yeah, Nem support. I think I went like 10 or 11 and 3 or something that game to finish out, and then like 20 assists or whatever. It was a really fun game. Like. I don't do viewer games often on Skillshot, but I'll probably do it more often just because of how much fun it was. The Wheelish game doesn't matter because, like, we didn't have any actual defense besides me, as in a Wheelish support. Doesn't work out well. The Hercules game, they had a DC, so the entire game, me and their solo Wukong, I'm still playing support Herc. Me and their, like, soloing Wukong are just, like, tapping each other. Just, like, every time we see each other, we just, like, stand there and, like, dance at each other or whatever. And I just remember very vividly a moment where it's me versus the Wukong, and their jungle Serket shows up. And I just remember verbally saying, like, on the stream, like, I don't know if they're watching at the time or if they have it muted or whatever. But I'd say, Serket, go away. This is just me and Wukong here. And, like, we're just, like, dashing around each other, like, missing abilities on purpose with each other. And the Serket keeps, like, butting in. And they got super low in health because I think I threw a boulder, like, that missed the Wukong but hit the Serket. They leap into me, and I say, Serket, stop! And I driving strike them right through and kill them. And I just stand there like, I told you to stop. This is our battle.
That's what you get for not respecting the 1v1.
We weren't even, like, actually 1v1. We were just, like, messing around.
They were
abilities
messing
next
around
to
with each other.
Like, we're just throwing abilities next to each other. Like, he's throwing Cudgel, like, to my left or whatever. I'm, like, missing the pluck and everything. Like, we're just, like, standing there, like, doing nothing. And they keep trying to butt in, and I just killed them.
You ever have a game when you're playing jungle where you and the other jungler just, like, meet up at a camp and have a mutual respect of just not to fight each other the entire game?
Each of you takes one.
Yeah,
exactly. I've done that before where it's...
Yep.
No, 100% where it's like I've been into games where it's like I took one harpy, they took one harpy. We both kind of stared at each other, used an ability, walked away. And then for the rest of the game, anytime we saw each other, we would just walk past each other, not use abilities on each other. Or like it'll be mid-team fight, we'll attack everybody but them. Like, kept it up for the entire game. That shit's hilarious.
Those are rare.
I've only had it happen once.
I feel like solo laners are the main ones who will do that. Agree to that pact. Let's just farm, bud. Okay? We're not going to kill each other in solo lane. Let's just farm and fucking quit the bullshit.
And then, like, the other moments that I remember also was there was an enemy jungler. They were playing Thanatos. And they were a Switch player, actually. It's one of the first, like, Switch players that I actually got to meet in chat. And, so they're like, they told me ahead, they're like, oh, I'm playing on Switch, so I can't, like, find the custom lobbies to just invite me each game. And so I remember, inviting them or whatever. And I remember another very vivid moment where I was backing under Tier 2 tower, or at least I thought I was backing under Tier 2 tower. And I'm just standing there, I'm like, oh, man, I'll be able to back before the Thanatos gets me. And then I look and I go, oh shit, I'm not backing. And so I turn around and dash one time. No. He misses the ultimate. I dash back through him to get past the death scythe and slice and dice him, and he dies under tower. I'm like, that was not intentional, by the way. He comes into chat. He's just like, you baited me so hard. I'm like, I didn't mean to, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, pro plays. You did that. That was all on purpose.
Pro plays. That
did that on
you
purpose.
take full credit for that.
Yeah.
I meant to do that. I'm that skillful. I read you like a book.
I just sat there and I just remember going, oh, I'm not backing. And I just turned around and dashed once and he missed. I'm like, I can kill him now.
Yeah. But if you did know you weren't backing, you would have died.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right.
I would have been like, oh, dude, I'm going to outplay this guy. And instead, it was just like, oh, this isn't good.
That moment in Smite when you're just standing there.
Like, one minion hits you and you're standing there for 15 seconds. Like, why am I not at the base yet? What's happening?
I was trying to shop this whole time. What the fuck?
But, no, like, the skill shop viewer games were, like, the highlight of the week. Like, just the fun games to play through there. I played, like, so many just, like, random ones. And then when Sam finally joined me and, like, we were doing together, like, it takes a lot for me. Or doesn't take a lot. Like, I'm usually pretty good at, like, reading what my carries want to do and whatnot when I play support. Sam, my buddy Sam Joe is, like, the best hunter to play with because he understands exactly, like, what targets you can kill, what targets you can't, and he knows, like, when you should go on them and when not. Like, if someone's is gonna get away and we can turn on someone else, like, he'll know. And he and I both just had that connection the entire game. Like, the first, 6 minutes, we got, 3 or 4 kills just because we didn't have to say a word to each other. We never typed, we never, VGS, we never verbally said anything. It was just, we're going on this guy, and we just, kill, and then another kill. And then, 3 or 4 later, we're like, huh, maybe we should do it together more often. He even messaged me after on Discord. He's like, why don't we just do a rank together? Like, I was like, I don't know.
That's a good question.
So, all that just reminded me of how me and my one buddy do that shit in Assault, like decent amount, because we just played together enough. And that reminded me that Bryce and I actually were in an Assault tournament last weekend. I forgot all about that. Like, we brought it up, like, because we were doing it after we were recording.
We don't need to bring up the Assault tournament. We'll just pretend it never happened. We'll just pretend it never happened.
Someone's salty they got first rounded. Underscore.
Listen,
definitely
we
silent
got
as fuck
first
reveries.
rounded because I got Fafnir. It was like setting me up with the motherfucking Chernobog, rank 1.
Fafnir OP.
And Matt got Oleron. He said, "What are Oleron's abilities?" I'm like, we lost.
Oh no.
Oh,
we
feels
lost.
bad.
Ooh.
Not being able to re-roll or trade is real rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that in customs, so it was basically you get who you get.
Fix it, Fro. Fix it.
I personally think the rules
Fro, I'm
could
gonna
be
need
a
my
little better.
Olympian to resolve that for us in customs.
Yeah, I'll start coding that and Spectator tomorrow on my day off.
Oh, perfect. Thank God somebody.
Oh,
Dude,
Oh.
console spectator would
Yeah.
be so
Oh,
great.
fuck. I
Now
forgot I said that with a
the
caster
Olympian
here.
says he
has
Oh,
Don't let
Jesus
Jim
Christ, what did I do?
Don't let
Oh.
Jim hear this podcast. He's got a freak.
This is a known issue. Hi-Res will be
Yeah,
addressing it
exactly.
when appropriate.
I need to put this
I'm
down.
F6ing this conversation
Yeah.
now. Sorry I brought
You
it
got
up.
yourself into it. F6 your way
All
out.
right, I took fourth place. Me and Silent Aces. I ended up joining them. We took fourth place in the
Yo.
tournament. I'm done.
Silent Aces. I haven't heard that name in so long. It's been a while since I've cast a Silent Aces game.
Fuck Silent Aces.
Oh man,
Wow.
feels bad.
He's just bitter about our scrims the other night. Depp, how were your games?
That's what you get for being an Air Force chair force
Oh.
ass motherfucker.
Chair force.
Cheerful.
Jesus Christ.
Toxic.
Toxic.
He
Dep,
know-
Well,
he
that's coming
knows
from
it.
a Navy boy.
He knows it.
Dep's games.
Just
have
so
been
the
alright.
viewers also know.
I'll happen to let
I,
you know that I considered being in the Air Force, but I ended up not
You-
doing anything.
You made a good decision. Doing nothing is better than being in the chair force. I'll tell you that much.
Dep
Poor
has asthma,
Silent.
allergies, and bad vision. I'm pretty sure the army wouldn't accept him if he tried.
I mean,
So
the army would. The army accepts pretty much anybody. The army's
you'd
like,
be
oh wait,
surprised."
you're blind. Use a walking stick. Come on in, bud.
okay.
Oh wait, you're existing right now? Come
You
on in.
exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get
I'll
every
be,
question
I'll be
wrong
a
on the
sandbag.
ASVAB. You're hired.
Sounds good. No, but Dep's games this week sure felt like a body bag. I thought I could play Joust with randos. Turns out I can't.
Nope.
Lost 5 straight.
Depp,
Oh,
I know the
struggles
secret.
of
I know the
Joust.
secret.
What's the secret?
Baron Samdi.
I think you're right. I didn't have a Baron Samdi on my
See, the
team.
problem is you have to be able to hit the snakes, though. Like,
You're right.
Oh, the
You're right.
snakes are optimal. Snakes are optimal.
if you can't hit snakes, why are you playing Baron?
You're right.
But also, I was on the team of Thoth Chiron Ganesh,
Mm.
and we stomped. We stomped real hard. Got a 10-minute game.
But did you stomp hard enough that you surrendered for them?
You know,
Have you ever
it
had
felt
one of
that
those
way.
games? Like
Yes.
where you're
I
just
was-
beating them
I was
so
9
badly, you surrender for them. You're like, you know what? Just take this.
I legit one-shot the Opwash. I was a 9-0-2 Thoth. And the Opwash insta-died from the ult through my window of pain,
Ouch.
so to speak. And I think he had full health. I'm convinced it was a legitimate one-shot. I was low health. I had full Bancroft's passive, cooldown boots, and Spear of Desolation. And he died instantly. He was
Yeah, that's a chunk of power.
He was between tier 1 and Phoenix, and I was close to T1. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I just can't-
I could
Between
hit
T1 and
this.
Phoenix, I think they just call that T2 Dep.
You know what? It's the
There's
only
no T2.
tower.
There's
so
no
it's
T2
the first tier
in
tower. It's
in
just
3v3.
tower. How about that? Tower. He was between tower and Phoenix. How about that?
Oh, you
Catch
said
me
Joust. Sorry,
outside.
I thought you were talking about Assault.
It was Youst.
My bad.
It was Youst.
Yeah,
My bad. My bad.
It was the only Youst
Can you
game
not?
I won that week.
Depp, don't
Yeah.
entertain Youst because you're also entertaining people who call them Jeb. Okay, by the same metric,
Jeb. I'm pretty sure it's GIF. So
right?
Oh
Fuck
my
off.
god.
it's not Jeff. Jeff is a peanut butter.
My name's Jeff.
Miss me with that. My
name
name
is
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Oh shit. But so Ymir duels have been going pretty good. I tried playing my old main Anubis.
Oh,
it
yes.
just didn't work out.
Soul Line, you need to hit that up.
Ymir duel is where it's at because he's pretty puffs on.
Jmac, I can't hit that. F6 for the enemy team. For whatever reason, I just appreciate the match history too much. I can't do it. I can never do it.
Oh shit.
It ultimately doesn't matter, but for whatever reason, I just can't do it. I'm like, no, I'm not surrendering. Shut up.
My teammates do it to troll me. Like, my friends do it so many times. Like, we'll just be dominating a game. We'll be like 31 and like 5 or 6 in a Joust game, and they'll just F6. Like,
Someone makes a bad play, and you're like, oh, great, you
not
just
even
lost.
that.
You threw
We'll
an
wipe
F6.
them. We'll wipe them and go, oh man, and then he'll die to Phoenix or something like that. I'll go F6, and they'll both just F6. I'm like, come on, guys.
I'd say we did that. It was Wolfie and I. Not the pro player Wolfie, his young Wolfie, his little PlayStation wannabe friend. I'm just kidding, Sky. Wolfie, Key, whatever the fuck you're going with. He's got like 19 fucking names, man. I don't even know. Anyways, we were fragging in a joust one time, and we were like 18-0. One person died, we surrendered.
What? Yeah.
Well,
Like what?
happens.
Wait a minute.
Look, all I'm saying is you've never cast or watched a game until you've seen a solo Guan Yu pick up first item Hidden Dagger.
What the fuck even is Hidden
excuse
Dagger?
me?
What
It
the
goes
fuck?
into
Like-
Deathbringer and Rage and all that.
No, it. What?
No!
Oh.
This had to be the
Oh.
collegiate thing, J-Mac. It had to be the
This
collegiate
was-
thing.
This was season.
Is that even optimal?
Season two
Is that
or
the play? Oh, season
want-
Did
two.
he
Get the
frag?
fuck out
Did
of
he
here.
frag?
Hold on. This is season 2 of Collegiate, so I'm trying to think what year this was. That was my senior year. No, that was after I graduated college already. So that was fall of 12. So not fall of 12. Fall of 16. So that was
I
3
was
years
about
ago.
to
So that
say.
was season 3 of Smite, Hidden Dagger. Season 3 fall Hidden Dagger, Guan Yu solo. And all 5 players had built like teleport or something like that. Because apparently what had happened was that team had lost to a top team the week before who were also running 5-man teleports and crazy other things. And they just thought that that's how you played, because when you looked at that team, the average account level was like 25. Like, it was a new team that just joined because it was a big college league with like a $10,000 like prize pool up for grabs.
Yeah, that was
So
when
that
I was
was-
first getting on.
Yeah, people ask me so many times throughout my casting career, is just like, how do you cast games like that? And you say, and I tell them, the only way that you can make it through games like that is you just hype the hell out of the underdogs. Like, if somebody on like the big squad dies, you just berate them for it. Like, I can't believe this guy just died to a crit Guan Yu solo.
I mean,
kind
that's
of things.
optimal. That's optimal announcing.
J-Mac,
Like-
you may be the only one here who can appreciate this. You know what my favorite meta was?
If it's not Reinforced Greaves, Witchblade Hunter meta, then
Ooh.
you're wrong.
It is Bakasura Solo Tier 2 Heavy
Oh.
Hammer start.
Bro, Baka Solo when Hog hit all minions that it
Yes.
affected.
And you would start, yes.
Literally
Hog
level
with
1,
tier
you
2
walk
heavy
into-
hammer.
Literally, you walk into wave, you hit them once to drag all 6 minions, and you hog the entire wave on it. And then you just kill them. That
Because,
was the meta.
Yes. Thank
That
you.
and the Witchblade Reinforced Grease Hunter meta. That was the stupidest meta to ever exist. Because it was literally just whoever got their Witchblade first won.
He's not wrong.
That was such a
not wrong.
stupid meta. I loved every minute of it. That was when I
Well-
converted back to being a hunter main.
Of course.
I was like, man, this is a great meta. I like building tanky hunters.
But you know what feels real main right now?
What's that,
is
Dep?
for ISIS and Infinite Assault with a Google Khan.
Was.
Right.
You're going to get us demonetized.
Oh, you're right. Was.
That
Is it?
sounds
Was.
toxic as fuck. No matter how you
Oh,
say it. No matter
El
what.
Money, El Money
Yeah.
sign, El Money sign.
Wait, we talking about
Yep,
T Money
money
getting
sign.
banned again?
We the amount
Oh,
of
Jesus.
silence.
No,
and
please
shred
don't bring
we
that up
get.
either. I get enough of those messages too.
Imagine getting banned on your alt account after you've already been banned? Wow.
Wow.
Release Baron Infinite Assault was the best thing ever.
Yes.
I remember just-
Yes.
It would be Infinite Assaults of just 10 Baron Samdis playing, and it's basically whoever got snaked died. There was no way out of it. You got snaked once, you're dead.
5
Whoever
ults
didn't ban
initiate.
Baron and Infinite Assault was like not good. Like,
No.
why would you not ban Baron?
No, I did not play Infinite Assault around that
Oh
time.
my god, it was so good. It was
But
so
we had-
good.
We had 4 of the buffed ISIS, and
Isis.
oh man,
Isis.
it was something else.
Scissors.
I actually did play an Isis. I did play a
Scissors.
Goddess of I played a Goddess of Magic
Goddess of
support as well.
Yes.
That frags. I think that
The shield
Listless.
Well,
I think Listless
that's what Depp played.
support
Listless.
is like. I think Listless support is like new meta. Quote me on it.
Can we just
I'm
call her
waiting for the
Nevea?
pros.
Let's just go Nevea.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Nevea support
wait
with
a minute.
Spirit Ball?
I thought Willow was the support main.
Oh.
Because think about it, like Goddess of
Her
Magic.
passive
Talking about
is
good
OP.
supports.
Between her
We had
pass,
we had four of her stacked on top of each other, and we had full MP5.
That's like
hidden
Geb
mana
Shield.
regen, which didn't matter. Yeah, optimal, just optimal.
Except
So-
if Geb's shield also shred your enemy's protections and silence them.
And stun them.
Let's-
True.
Okay, if you're being
The worst part is
Technical.
it literally would go stun ball, silence, stun ball, silence, stun ball, silence, stun ball, silence, and then Kook would just ult. it really. There's this one guy who legitimately would got hit with one stun ball, got unstunned, right? Took one step and got hit with another, and then would just like 4 times in a row was able to take one step and then just hit with another.
what the enemy team
It's
has.
because
Oh.
as ISIS, we saw, he's stunned. We better
3
stun
Ymirs.
him again.
They either 2 or 3 Ymirs and Horuses.
No, here's the play.
3 Ymir, 2 Horus.
Here's the play. You do the Infinite Assault.
Yep.
Whichever one offers like the I don't remember which version of it, but the one that offers cooldown to start out. I think it's 2.0.
That was this one. Yeah, it was
you-
it
you do-
Grabback 2.0?
So whichever one it is.
No, it was all out assault.
No,
All
yeah,
out
all
assault.
out assault.
There we
All
go.
out assault. That gives you the 40% CR to start, and you can build up to 80. You go 4 Ymir,
Mhm.
and you just pick a god with long range clear for your 5th one. And you just have the Emirs max their wall first and stand at the Phoenix. And you wall the minion wave off.
He's not wrong.
So
guys.
that way your one person who's not a Ymir is just free clearing their wave the whole time. Usually a Thoth.
Optimal.
A Thoth works out really well for it. A Thoth or like a Ra.
Optimal.
and you just
Is
free
there
clear.
a melee? Is
You-
there a melee? Because that way you get in the physical damage.
I mean, you could do a melee. You could probably do like a Neath or something like that and make it work out, or
Neath,
like an
okay.
Ool maybe, or I guess like a Chernobog might work or something. But you can get like you want somebody who's got really good clear from a safe distance, and then like you just let your Ymirs wall your entire minion wave off. You let them sit there for like 5 or 6 minutes when you get a massive wave, and then you just let it break loose.
And the enemy team won't be getting any experience.
They get no
Oh my
XP.
God.
Your one carry is getting all the XP, and
Yep.
then you basically just meet up with 5 level 5s versus 4 level 5s and a level like 15, and you just murder them
Jesus
because they
Christ.
can't do anything to all the minions.
Guys, we have a new strat.
That's the play.
I may try this.
I may try this as well. But that's how Depth's week went. For the most part, played some duels, won some, lost some, played an assault, went 11-11 Poseidon. Not that exciting. But I do believe we have some drunk lore to get to, and I believe
shit.
Fro is our expert in drunk lore.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's an expert
It's
now that
drunk
I'm
lore
here,
time?
but, you know.
Is that why we drank all this liquor?
Wait, hold on. We weren't just
Guess
supposed to
why
drink
I've
for a
been drinking.
podcast?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought that-
shit.
I thought that was just the the standard for a podcast.
Well, I
You
mean,
drink
that
a
is
bunch.
kind of par for the course too. But
Based on
Well,
how this podcast's
first
gone
off-
so far, we might have to just start drinking every podcast because this shit's been hyped so far.
you're not wrong. Or maybe it's the fact that Willow's not here. It
That
could be
could be
that.
it,
It's
too.
hard
Could be
telling.
that.
Because
We'll
Willow's
fig-
like,
we'll
I'll
figure
have
it
you
out
know,
later.
the mathematics on this says.
He's not even here to defend himself.
That's why
I
he's
like
a
just
good.
being-
I'd say it if he was.
Toxic. Oh, by the way, Willow's not here.
Yeah, Willow's not here. 1 hour,
hour,
and
minute.
3 minutes, something.
Yeah.
Yep, nailed it.
Good job, guys.
Tradition to call out how late we are announcing that. Anyways, drunk lore. First off, to get started here,
Oh hell
that
yeah,
going a
get
little
it
bit.
going.
gotta get that going.
Wait, you're just now drinking? What the hell?
That's Fro. Fro's like, it doesn't take much
well,
to
no,
get
this
me
is-
drunk. He fucking hammers one fucking Coors Light. He's ready to go.
He gets what? You're,
All right,
you're
first
one
off-
Mike's Hard Lemonade in.
I have
Fro
already
ices
had
himself.
3 vodka and lemonades. Right.
Oh, I've had 3 vodka and,
uh,
lemonades. Oh, that's pretty much Mike's
I'm-
hard, like Jmac
I'm
just said.
I'm half a jar into my moonshine. What are y'all on about? I didn't even notice. Oh my
All right,
god.
Fro, we're sorry. Go ahead, Fro. We take it all back.
I mean, I've also smoked like 4 bowls in the time that we've been recording. Does that count for anything?
This is a Christian podcast.
Yes.
Not in my Christian
It's legal
server.
in my state. I don't give
We
a
don't
fuck.
Oh, okay,
smoke
that's
grass around here.
We don't smoke the devil's lettuce around here.
Exactly.
Well, it happens in Michigan there, boys.
Yeah, so does dirty ass water,
Michigan's
motherfucker.
not even a state. It's
Oh.
even
Hey.
in Michigan.
We're kind of a state. We're a 2-part state.
Would you have?
We got twice as much state as your state. I don't even know where you're from.
know
I'm
you
from
don't.
Texas. What the hell are you
no,
on
you
about?
don't.
We're twice the state you are.
We will eat
You
your
can have
state.
4 of you, and we're still fighting you. The hell?
You both are fucking Texans?
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Bryce isn't a Texan. He's just like a visitor. I don't know if you guys got a term for that or not.
I mean,
Yeah, we call him a latecomer, but about damn time.
yeah, I'll take that. I'll accept it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyways, so this is actually going to be a 2-parter, and for the first god, we decided on Cuchulainn. So Cuchulainn is a Celtic god. A lot of Celtic lore. It's really hard to nail down what's the actual truth because the Christians came through and either rewrote or erased a lot of the shit that involved other gods.
You don't say.
Or turned them into.
You don't say, Fro.
Yeah.
Because
It happened.
TLDR,
It
no
did.
gods but my god.
Yeah.
Yep. I think. Yep. That's even like one of their rules or something. But on the nice side, they did take a lot of them and actually change them more into folk heroes with mythical powers. or fictitious characters from the past, and then they turned around and documented them. So
Is that like a
we do have a decent amount of
new age
documentation for it.
business deal, Fro? Like, listen, we'll give some, we'll take some, we'll give a little here. Like, just become Christian and like keep these guys a little bit, but just rename them. Is that basically what it was?
Yeah, that's no dead ass. That's how the conversation went down. Almost word for word. I'm surprised you
Verbatim,
actually already
they
read up
said
on that.
Dead ass.
No, a lot of it is you can't come in and just destroy a culture completely, because then the people will rebel fully. But they were able to come in and, well, yeah, you can keep Cucullin. Like, yeah, Cucullin, he's cool, but I don't really think he's the god of war. I forget what he actually is, or combat or some shit like that. He's just a really impressive king from the past that you guys have a story about.
Like that show on
And then
Showtime.
like, okay, well, we can keep our story, right? And they're like, yep, keep your story. And like, but just don't say God. Yep, don't say it. And then they're like, all right. Pretty sure it went down real smooth like that, too. Real accepting, I'm sure. All right, so Cucullin's dad is Lou. He is an actual god, as Cucullin himself is a half god in most of the sources I used. His mother, a mortal woman named Detra. So his dad turned into a fly and like flew into her fucking drink.
A fly?
And like,
Wait a minute.
yes.
What a pussy.
What?
Yeah, yep. Dad turned into a fly, flew into mom's wine. Dad took the fucking, and then he's all like, oh, well, magic powers put you to sleep.
Sounds like how Depp was born.
Fucking come
Well,
at
no,
me,
this
bro.
one is
No
just
items
Cucullin
staying
instead.
at those. We'll see what's
Much less impressive.
Yeah, this is date rape before it was date rape. That's awkward.
You know what? Duel, no items Thanatos. Let's go.
You can't always use that against me. Okay, you can. That's okay. Move
I
along,
can.
Fro.
You're
All right.
right. You're right.
I mean, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I would too.
I mean, if you don't use that example, you can at least use the example of ulting red buff as Discordia. That's also
Listen.
Optimal.
and missing it.
How is
missing it?
Red Buff gonna die if you don't alt it as Discordia?
But you missed it. It didn't die at all.
I scared the fuck out of it.
Did you?
Intimidation.
Yeah,
Intimidate.
it died real quick afterwards.
Okay, buddy.
All right. So when Cucullin was born, that wasn't his actual name, but I didn't write it down because he only fucking keeps it until he's 7, so I didn't care to actually keep it. Just throwing that out there. At age 7, so when he was born, he was adopted by his uncle, right? Because his dad wasn't around, and his uncle like looked out for him. Well, he wasn't adopted, just kind of like uncle, father, surrogate type shit. But at 7, he went to meet up with his uncle at Cullen's place, right? Lord Cullen. He had a ferocious dog that supposedly took like 8 chains and 10 men to keep, tied down and move around.
That sounds like a bear.
That would protect his, maybe they were just wrong. It was just some fucking,
Maybe
just
they
a fucking
were wrong.
bear.
They had a bear.
This goddamn dog, look at this thing. He's
Right.
ferocious. Fucking grizzly tied up.
Right.
One of those Caucasian shepherds from Russia.
Oh, shit.
Those things are fucking
Those
bears.
things
What
are
are you talking
basically bears.
Basically bears.
Well, he ends up. The dog was loose, protecting the flock of, I think it was sheep. And they didn't have him tied up. Forgot that. Boy Cucullin, who hasn't changed his name yet, was on his way over there, and the dog attempts to attack him. He ends up killing the dog, and he's all like really proud, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're so fucking badass, you 7-year-old." Except for Cullen himself, the Lord Cullen,
That owned the
was
dog.
really
He's
sad,
like,
and
"You
he's
killed
like,
my fucking dog."
"You killed my dog.
Yeah.
Now what's gonna keep my my cattle protected, so now I'm gonna like go broke. And he's like, oh fuck. All right. Well, tell you what, I will take the place of your dog. And so he takes on the name Cucullin, which is the Hound of Cullen, because Cu translates to either someone who has a strong love for, or dogs seem to really love, or really dog-like in general. Like it's an actual, what's the language? Gaelic? Celtic?
Gaelic
Sounds
sounds
word,
about
right.
right.
Cu
Yes.
itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gaelic.
Forgive me, man. There's a lot of different fucking...
Gaelic.
There's more gays coming, don't worry.
Gaelic.
Like when his weapon, the gay bulg.
Bulge.
Oh man.
Anyway, we'll get to that
Shoot,
one.
He's
Yeah.
digging deep, guys.
That's the name of the weapon.
You're not lying.
Well,
Well,
Cullen's story's like kind
It's
of...
not the actual way to
straightforward.
call it, but if you look at it at face value, maybe it's the gay bull.
Oh shit.
No, like there's a couple sources, like audio sources. Now, granted, they could be wrong
Man.
too by any means.
Gets Fro
but-
excited either way.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard the other one is Guy Bulg
Ooh, even
that I've
better.
heard. It's just instead of the gay, it's a guy.
It's a guy.
But I'm sure I'm not slapping the right accent on there either.
Got bull.
Anyways, there we go. We'll have you pronounce it then.
Mm-hmm,
Optimal.
After that, what in the fuck is this name?
I don't know. What name is it, Fro?
I wrote it down, but I can't even read it. So
Sounds like a personal
later-
problem.
no, it's yeah. Anyway, so later on, after that, when about a decade passes, he becomes 17 now. He's protecting all the local area and everything. Well, there's this witch that shows up, Nectin Scara.
Okay.
I'm definitely pronouncing that one wrong. Yeah.
Wait, you talking about the the instructor?
No, that's Skatak.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the witch who has the three different sons that Cucullin goes to eventually kill, and that's when he transforms for the first time, because in Smite, how he actually, like, rages out and shit, is actually pretty accurate to his actual lore, because he does that, including the one bulging-ass eye and a jaw that, like, drops down and gets protruded, and one arm that's massively
Ew.
bigger than the other. What, Neff?
I said, ew.
Yeah, no, like, that's pretty lore accurate. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually less monstrous, because they even mention, like, how you can see, like, the sinew in his skin and shit.
Yeah, the way that if I
Yeah.
remember it, the way in lore they described it, it's like he basically just like turned inside out. Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
there's other iterations who, like, definitely say he goes inside out.
Yeah, it's just called like a warp spasm or something like that. It's crazy.
Yep. His warp spasm. And that's actually what it's called. I find it really weird that it's called warp spasm. But, like, I get the spasm, but where the fuck did they get the warp from?
I mean, his body is warping from what it normally is.
Seems legit.
Touche. I'll give you that. I'm nerdy enough where I was thinking more like sci-fi warping. That's why I'm like, I don't get it. Yeah, so anyways, he kills them fuckers. Then after that, he's like, hey, I want to go get my dick wet. So he goes out looking for a girl. Well, I mean, actually, realistically, a lot of the local guys are like, you know, not with our wives, so go elsewhere and look.
Ah.
So he ends up going to look for a girl. Falls in love with this one. I forgot to write her name down. Jmac, did you?
Iffy?
No. It's,
Nevea.
What?
Yeah.
No.
What? Oh.
No, I can't remember. It's like Emmer or something like that, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's Emmer. Emmer. Emmer is the name of the girl that he loved.
Yes.
I was just BMing Bryce there, not you, J-Mac. You keep doing you.
You're good, Neff.
Yeah.
Optimal.
So, Daddy Emmer was all like, nope, you can't have Cucullin because he's going to have a short life because of the devil pack, or not devil pack, like some godly pack that, or prophecy that if some child took up arms, or anyone who would take up arms, blah, 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 back when he was young, they're going to die young. Glorious life. Typical, like, hero shit.
Sounds like
So-
some Krampus nonsense.
I don't know anything about Krampus.
Turn
I'm
no
just
skin.
saying,
That's all.
take
I'm
I
not
know.
gonna
children
lie.
in
That's
the
one of the
middle
one
of
things.
the
It's like
Krampus ate the
people bring
bad
up Krampus,
babies.
and I'm like, I don't know Krampus.
That would be a good lore. Krampus.
I wouldn't mind it because I don't mind reading into a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we haven't
Christmas
really
lore?
What? Christmas
we
lore.
haven't really
Christmas episode, Christmas drunk lore. Let's go.
I'm down.
I'm
Drunk
ready.
Christmas
Bring
lore.
J-Mac back.
Also, I think the proper
All right.
pronunciation. I was like doing some looking. I think it's the Gaia Boliga is the name of his spear.
That still
Gaia
sounds like
Bolga.
Guy
Good,
Bulge.
good. Guy Bulge.
It's the Gaia Bulge.
He's not wrong. The guy Bulge is a spear.
Gaia Boliga. I think
Bryce.
is how it's
Yeah.
pronounced.
Bryce.
What?
This is like a fucking shrapnel spear. That doesn't give you a guy bulge. I don't know.
I
what
mean,
the fuck
it'll
it
probably
is,
give you a Gaia Bulge. It's just not the way that you want it.
A shrapnel
He's not
spear
wrong.
sounds like it's gonna get rid of a guy bulge, if anything. But
It's just gonna give you one that you don't want.
throw the shrapnel spear at my guy bulge, and that motherfucker's gone.
God.
God damn, I wasn't talking about aiming for it.
I mean, Colin, that motherfucker gets angry, pops his one eyeball out, looking at me real clearly out of the one eye. He fucking hits me with it.
Oh,
Anyway, I mean,
I almost forgot the fucking greatest thing about after he transformed for the first time.
Yes.
How they got him to transform back. Right, so he goes back to town, and he's all like, I'm angry still. And that's officially what he said, too. And so the king's like, well, fuck, we can't have anyone go out there. He's going to fuck him up. He's, like, not under control right now. What are we going to do? He's like, shit, I got a great idea. So they go get 50 of some of the most beautiful women in town and get them all to line up. And as soon as Cucullin like starts to charge at them, he has them all just drop their dresses, and Cucullin gets embarrassed of boobs.
What?
And
What?
and then he just kind of turns away, and he can't look at them because he's embarrassed.
granted,
Wait a
Nev,
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
the,
minute. Wait a
Cucullin
minute.
is
He's
like
wait a minute.
16 or 17 at this point.
No,
I
he's
don't
not even
He's
blame
that.
him.
He's like
17 at
7. He's
I
like
don't-
7 then.
Oh, okay. 7 makes more sense than
I'm
17.
motherfucking 32.
No, his
I'm
no, it was
32.
after his
You put
first warp
boobs in front
spasm.
of
He was
me,
7.
I'm like, boobs. Boobs.
He's not wrong.
Boobs.
No, he was 17 at this time
No, I-
because it was after his first warp spasm, right?
No,
And
his
he
first warp
transformed back.
spasm
was
like
Didn't happen.
no,
Still, if you're 17 and you're warp spasming over boobs, you know.
no, he was
Dude.
17.
I would warp spasm over boobs 32.
No, there's a later part of the story where he was 17. I think he was like preteens at this time or something like that. But basically, like, no exaggeration, they were just like, "Yo, we gotta stop him." And so he just had a bunch of girls flash their tits at him and then dunked him in water.
Wait a minute.
Dunk the boobs
yeah,
in
and then
water?
I forget. There's another one.
No, dunked him.
No,
not the
there's
boobs.
another
Oh.
version where they afterwards throw him in the water.
Yeah, they just like
Just
dip
like,
him in like a water barrel.
Here,
Yeah,
I
they-
mean,
Here's some
I feel
titties in a
like you
cold
should
shower.
go in that water
Motherfucker
first.
looked at boobs and got baptized each time. What the fuck?
I also heard it originally the way Bryce heard it, and I was like, there's boobs and a wet t-shirt contest? I'm confused. Like, what's going on?
No, this
I
is
mean-
All right,
they like
all right.
dip him in the
Here,
water.
let me explain the
No,
water.
it's- I
right?
got it.
So we got 50 set of titties out.
Hey, that's a lot
He
of
calls-
titties.
Yep.
That's 50 sets
If you
equals
could
100
time
individuals.
travel,
That's a lot of
who
titties.
would you
Quick
be?
maths.
Colin, send me there.
Cucullin.
If you could be one
B.
mythological being, who would it be? I'd like to be Cucullin, please.
After he transforms back, he is a young male staring at 100 titties.
Also, quick math.
So
Also,
the
quick
cold
math.
water is a time is a time proven tradition to dealing with the new current problem they would have after that. Nailed it.
some warm
All right,
water.
that
It all
was-
makes
that was
sense
good.
now.
That was-
Oh shit.
That's only halfway through this Cucullin shit, too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
after
I
that,
got my whole Izanami
Right.
Izanagi story. Fucking Nev's not going to be here for it. Feels bad, man.
that's because I kind of forgot about that and went back to that at the time. Drunk lore, man.
You
Get
were,
off my
hey,
ass.
hey, drunk lore takes as long as drunk lore takes.
We had to do the quick maths where 50 ladies with boobs becomes 100 boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was important. We had to clarify that.
Optimal.
That's always worth.
And a boom.
We've went on like rants about stupider shit, so I'm cool with that one.
Except there was that one with like
No
the half
ketchup.
titty, half not titty, so it was actually like 99 titty.
Oh shit!
Yeah, well, they
okay.
call her
She-
Biggie Smalls.
She had the she had the super boob.
So super boob.
Holy shit.
No one ever goes with the super boob.
All right,
I
all
know
right.
what the
So
super boob is.
back to current timeline. Cucullin. He found this bitch, right? Wants to marry her. Dad says no. You got to go You got to go train with the other person.
That
who's like a
sounds pretty
badass.
current day. You want to marry a bitch?
Yeah.
Dad's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't want to do this. Trust me. Trust me.
So he ends up going to train with this lady who's supposed to have a training regimen so hard that most people die within the first 12 hours or 24 hours, whatever it is.
That's what she said.
Named Skatok. He ends up finding this one chick and he's like, oh, hey, do you know where Skatok's place is? And she's like, oh, yeah, you looking to train? He's like, yeah. And then the bitch just like starts fucking beating the shit out of him right away. And you're like, oh, training starts now. Paraphrase slightly.
Seems legit.
That sounds accurate.
There,
Yeah.
he meets someone from a rival clan named Faradayan. Going with that. So Faradayan. This guy has impenetrable skin. And when he first shows up, they have to battle, right? And Cucullin like hits him in the chest with a good blow, and he doesn't bleed, and he's like, oh fuck, now what are we gonna do? And so at first they're like the guys at school who don't want to get along and like don't like each other at first, but by the end of the year they're like all buds and they get along and they're really cool and they make a brother pact that we can't ever fight each other because we went to school together and we're bros.
Sounds a lot like Dumbledore.
What?
You guys know that Snape killed him? Oh shit! Is that a spoiler?
Oh shit! Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
I was going more off of the Fantastic Beasts timeline and Grindelwald, but ye legit made a pact that they couldn't fight each other. Spoilers.
All right. So, yeah, that happened. Made a pact. They did do that. They can't fight each other. Remember, rival clans. Later down the road, Cucullin, he ends up getting trained up, blah, 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 and she teaches him the ways of how to use the Gaia Bulge, Bolga, however we want to pronounce it.
His man.
The mighty
weapon.
erection spear of 30 shrapnel spears.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then there is a witch who, again, Irish names and clans. I don't fucking remember what the fucking clan name of the witch is, but the witch's name is Maeve. And she gets the army. Oh, it's Faradayan's tribe, whatever their name is. She's a witch who gets all them people to come and start trying to attack Ulster, which is where Cucullin's from.
Yep.
They end up having this one chick have to run a race against some other people while she's pregnant, but she's like a demigoddess or a goddess, and she wins, and so she makes all the men in the whole place feel labor pains constantly for X amount of time.
Jesus Christ.
Right before this army, Maeve's army, shows up.
That would be
So
horrible.
Cucullin's got to fend off the army one at a time, and you can't deny the 1v1. This ain't Smite, right? This ain't Smite times. When you have a 1v1, you have to 1v1. You don't dishonor that shit.
You don't dishonor it.
Right. Junglers don't show up ruining this fucking
No.
1v1. That's what I'm saying. He ends up doing that. Slaughters like 100, 200 of the best warriors of the opposing clan. Ends up getting injured a little bit. Maeve's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to have my daughter go work her boob magic on Ferdinand, and then he's going to come and actually fight Cucullin, even though they are, like, you know, besties and promise not to.
Should have tried the boob magic on Cucullin. Seemed to work before.
Oh.
Huh?
I mean, you're not wrong.
True man of culture.
Optimal.
Not wrong. After that, he ends up showing up. They fight. And then for the first time, Cucullin actually uses the Gaia Bolga on Ferdier, because normally he's just a sword and shield guy. But he ends up using the Gaia Bolg and killing Ferdinand. Even though he had the impenetrable skin, somehow this weapon was mighty enough to pierce his skin, and then the whole shrapnel shit happened on the inside. Maeve gets all pissed off. They win, because the men wake up. And then, what is it? What'd they say? It was like another 20 years or so? X amount of time. I don't remember. A decade or two goes by. Maeve gets all pissed off. She sets in this scheme to trick Cucullin, because Cucullin has made a promise never to eat dog meat and to never turn down a meal that anybody offers him or any woman offers him.
I mean, that's a good rule set right there, I gotta say.
I mean,
Yeah.
it ain't bad. Until he gets tricked by Maeve on the side of the road when she offers him a thing of dog meat.
Ugh.
How dare.
And now he has to break
that's
one
a
of his
conundrum.
rules.
Yeah, that's a bamboozle right
And
there.
because he broke one of his rules, he starts to lose his godly power, and he has to fight off like fucking, what was it, like 5 bandits or some shit like that, and ends up getting injured in this fight, and he like ties himself to a fucking rock mid-fight because his leg gets all fucked up and he can't stand, and just basically sitting there waiting to fight everything, and he ends up dying just like that. And then there his body stayed undisturbed by nature until his people came and retrieved him, because even the wild animals were afraid to get close.
Optimal. Become so scary, animals are afraid to approach you.
I think it's just really fucked up how it's like he had to like eat dog meat or like not, and he dies because of that.
Yeah.
If
Realistically, I only chose this story because I'm like, dude, 50 set of titties to stop Cucullin. Like, that
You
was
should've
the
just
hook.
stopped
When-
there. That would have been great.
End of the story. Only tits can stop Cucullin. And you know what? I believe that Smite has was it animation?
Jiggle physics.
Jiggle physics. They have it
All right,
down
so-
well enough that they can stop Cucullin.
Can this be the next goddess's ultimate? Just, it might work
Jiggle
out.
physics is the
So-
next ultimate.
Just-
It only shuts down Cucullin.
Well, have you guys ever heard about the Hulk and one of his weaknesses, quote unquote,
No.
is they'll literally just like get a shit ton of puppies and surround him with puppies, and he thinks they're so cute that he
Puppies.
transforms back.
Hmm.
That's my weakness. I'm not gonna lie.
No. All right. I think Jmac has got a little bit of
Yes.
Japanese lore for us.
Oh.
Let's go.
Fucking hell.
And I know Fro has to use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
Oh.
So, like, Japanese mythology is weird. You know,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
any.
Oh, you ain't fucking wrong there.
Alright, so, like, people give Japan shit for a lot of stuff, especially because, you know, anime is a huge thing. And what's funny is, like, I guess it's not funny, it's kind of crazy.
Everything
but-
J-Mac is
What-
about to tell you is wrong. I'm going to let him read his books, cite his paragraphs and pages and his references. And once he's done, I'm going to tell you the real history of Iganami and Izanami.
Oh,
right.
Naruto came in and beat
All right.
both of them.
Can you stop being a
the
spoiler?
tree
alert,
of
you fucking
chakra.
fuck,
Hold on.
Depp?
Hold on. You think I'm gonna be citing Naruto? You fucking weeb. I don't know what you're on about.
Tell us
What I
what
was
you're
gonna
about,
say-
J-Mac, and then I'll correct you.
Okay, so like incest is a weird topic in Japan. Like they're not like here.
They're
in,
not like
America,
West
we're
Virginia, is what you're saying.
We're not. No, I was gonna say Alabama, but
Okay, same.
So like Japan's thing on incest and like all of their like mediums of study and whatnot, like anime and things like that, it's just like normalized. Like it's whatever. Like they're desensitized to it, and that's what we got here with Izanagi and Izanami. They saw each other like when the world was being created. They saw each other and they're like, "Damn, you're beautiful. Damn, you're sexy.
Fine as fuck, girl.
But we're brother and sister, except we love each other, so we're gonna get married."
That's
So
Pornhub.
as they're like standing there, they're up on it was called the floating bridge. It was before like the world had been created and heaven and earth had been separated and whatnot. And they're standing up there, and they had thrust down this spear into what was known as the water at the time. They pulled it back, water dropped down. They're like, damn, the land that has been formed from us pulling that spear was called the Jima, which like translated to like spontaneous island. Like they're like, damn, there's an island right there. Welcome to Japan. This is our island. So these two fucking brother sister are just up there, and they're like, you know what? Here's a big ass pillar that they form on the island, and they're walking around the pillar. When they meet, Izanami's like, damn, you're a fine ass dude. Except the fact that it's not supposed to be that way, because culture tells us the girl's not supposed to like be the first one to make the confrontation with that. So Izanagi's like, hold on, let's redo that shit. Like, let's redo it. They walk back around. When they meet,
Rewind.
Izanagi's like, damn, you're a fine ass maiden. I'd like to marry you. And so the brother and sister become husband and wife. Welcome to Japan. This is where incest all began, right at the start of it.
Is that how that works?
That's how it started.
Is that how that works?
Izanagi and Izanami, brother and sister,
Just-
get married. The two deities.
Just a real quick come again?
There you go. If you wonder where incest began, Izanagi and Izanami, the ones who did it. So anyways, after they got married, Izanami got pregnant by her brother, who's also her husband. I'm gonna make
As you do.
I'm gonna make
Yep.
these points as many times as I can to reiterate this: that the Japanese mythology is just as weird, if not weirder, than Egyptian mythology when you think about it.
To be fair, you also have Greek where Zeus will fuck anything.
If it moves, Zeus will fuck it. That's Greek
Yep.
mythology. The Greek
I saw a meme. I saw a meme where Greek mythology with the Zeus, and it was, a pretty big book, and then Greek mythology without Zeus, and it was this itty bitty little storybook. Because
So-
he wasn't there.
So after the two of them get married, Izanami is pregnant, and she gives birth to the islands and the seas and the rivers and everything like that. Like, she gives birth basically to the world, which is a weird way of putting it, but that's just what it is. She produced what is now known as like modern Japan and its society around it. But then they were sitting there like, yo, it's kind of lonely with just us. Why don't we bring some others around here? So first off, they make Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun. Beautiful woman. Sorry, Smite, you made an incorrect depiction of her. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, see, now this is where my lore splits from
So-
yours.
Yeah,
So
mine is
let's hear
different
it.
here too.
So, like, they make Izanami, or not Izanami. Izanami makes Amaterasu. She's beautiful up there, chilling, the sun goddess. They have another child, Tsukiyumi, goddess or god of the moon. Tsukiyumi and Amaterasu begin to bicker, and so they can no longer be in tangent with each other. So that's where we now get the day and the night. They separate with each other. They have another child, who's Susanoo, god of the storms, the
Susanoo.
oceans, and everything like that.
Gotta be a whiny bitch.
And then they also have, one final child. It's a lot. Sometimes the fourth child is forgotten. They usually just think of the three of, Tsukiyumi, Amaterasu, and Susanoo. But there was also the last god who was just kind of there, and that was Kagutsuchi, who is the god of fire. But after this fourth and final child was born, Izanami could no longer take it. She was in horrible pain because she just gave birth to 4 gods. Like, obviously as a guy, I have no idea what it's like to give birth to 1 child, but imagine giving birth to 4 of them who were
if you would
gods.
have lost that foot race over in Elster, you would have found out.
So imagine giving birth now to 4 children. I assume just one after another, or it could have just been, quartuplets, whatever the hell, you call a set of 4, not triplets. Quadruplets? Quadruplets.
There
That's
we go.
it.
Haha.
You just gave birth to quadruplets.
We're not drunk.
And Izanami's sitting there writhing in pain like, damn, Izanagi, I can't handle this anymore. And she dies. She gets really, really sick. And she eventually goes into the land of Yomi, which, if you don't know what the land of Yomi is, it's basically hell. That's the Japanese version of Hades or hell.
Is it
So
the
e-
underworld
so
or is
right
it
here.
hell?
The underworld.
Because there's a
I
difference
guess.
between like underworld and like what Christianity has portrayed hell to be.
Okay, so fair. The underworld is where they
Okay.
go. I
All
guess
right.
if you want to pronounce.
All right.
They can now go
So,
to the underworld. Izanagi.
Real quickly, I will interject where mine was a little different.
All right.
And that's where Izanami gives birth to the fire one first. I forget his fucking name.
Kagutsuchi.
And then immediately catches fire and burns to death. Izanagi gets all pissed off and is like, well, fuck you, fire child. Cuts it to pieces. And the pieces of that are what form, when it falls to Japan, the 7 volcanoes that are in Japan. And then he's all like, shit, I'm sad. Cries, and the tear from his right eye produced Amaterasu. The tear from his left eye produced Tsukiyumi. And the tear that dropped off his nose produced Susanoo.
Welcome to mythology as a whole.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
always
You can never fucking tell. You can never tell.
Interpretation.
That's the fun of mythology. It's like you can tell it so many different ways, and nobody can just be like, "No, you're wrong," because like unless it's actually written down for realsies.
And
like,
even then, it's probably written down another way, so...
I've gotten the written down lore that's accurate after you guys tell this fake story.
So anyways, after all of this, and there is the whole thing with the fire child, which was Kagutsuchi. Izanami can't handle the pain anymore and is sent to the underworld, where she's ugly as fuck. Imagine like the one ugly chick at the bar after you're like 17 shots in, and you still look at her and go, "Damn, you look like I need another 17 shots."
Oh,
That's how.
Just say
that's
throw
how-
double G by his name, Jmac. Shit.
oh shit!
So that's how many shots deep you have to be to
Damn,
even
girl.
like look at Izanami at this point. So he's down in Yomi because he's like, I can't handle being alone anymore. I need my waifu with me. So he goes down to try and get her, and she's just like, and she, he can't really see her because it's dark in the underworld. What do you expect? You're in the underworld. There's no light. It's not like you're up here, with the sun goddess Amaterasu giving you those beams of glory. So she's like, "Don't look at me."
But I think light is just a cantrip, so I mean you can pretty much so cast that at will if you have a caster in your party.
All right.
Fro, this isn't 5e. Please,
nerd.
Get the fuck out of my lore.
Oh shit, my bad.
So like he goes down because he wants his wife back. And while she's down there being ugly as hell, she's like, "Look, he tries so hard to convince her to come back. He's like, "No, this is where I must be." And finally he convinces her to come back, which says, "Okay, I will come back, but on one condition. You need to not come and see me when I sleep. After my slumber is done for the night, then I will go back with you to the world of the living."
Man, I've been
Well,
there.
Izanagi, being the thirsty ass guy that he is, he knocked her up with 4 kids. He's got to go back for round 5 at this point. Being thirsty as hell, he's like, I can't stand it anymore.
You sure we're still not talking about the Irish people?
He decides to break into the chamber and see Izanami. But the way that he does it is he goes in there. He can't see because it's still dark, so he takes the comb out of his hair. And he lights it on fire. Just lights a comb on fire. Don't ask me how he lights a comb on fire.
No. He busts the teeth out of the comb first.
So he lights this damn
lights it on fire.
lights this damn thing on fire. sees it, and yells, "Damn, bitch, you ugly," and leaves. Just runs.
I mean, he didn't give her any time to wake up.
Didn't you give her time to put her
you know,
makeup
wipe
on?
the slumber from her eyes.
nothing, just
yeah,
like-
no makeup.
Like, this-
Because she didn't have any fucking eyes. She was half skeleton.
Hey! I'm just saying. I've been there. It's not nice when you're.
Nev's like, dude,
awoken.
that's a Saturday morning when you're drunk
Yeah,
after
so, like-
doing drunk lore.
So like,
It'll be to me tomorrow morning.
so like, yeah, that's one part I forgot to mention was like, she's dead. Like, she's been rotting in the underworld. You could see her skeleton through parts of her skin. She's like imagine one of the nastiest zombies that you see in like all zombie depictions, and multiply that by zombie. Like, she's just got skin falling off, entrails like falling off behind her and everything. Like, it's just gross.
Okay, I haven't been that bad.
So
but
so
yeah,
like,
go ahead.
after he sees her, he runs. He's like, I can't handle this. She ugly as hell. This ain't what I signed up for. She's pissed and sends what are known as the 8 ugly females of Yomi, the underworld, after him. These things start chasing him, and
Q, who let the dogs out right now.
and whatever items he has on him, he is basically throwing at them as a form of distraction. It's basically like that one. I can't remember who it was. James Woods in Family Guy, the ooh piece of candy moment. That's basically what it is. He's throwing just whatever he's got to try and stop them from chasing him. He throws the comb that he still had left over. He throws
the teeth of the comb that become spikes. He throws peaches that, oh fuck, what did they become?
No, he just grabbed peaches is what it was. Like, that was finally.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he just magically had peaches and just threw them.
Yeah,
and then the thing stops and eats that.
He had his
he throws his headband, was it?
It was something like that. He threw like 3 or 4 different things at them, starting from the comb.
And they all, and then one turned into a thing of fruit or grapes, and it's like, ooh, let me eat the grapes real quick. He stops on a tree, pisses on a tree, and pisses a river real quick. So the thing has to cross a river.
And they still are chasing him beyond that point. And then finally, when he throws these random ass peaches that he grabs out of his pocket, who knows how long those have been sitting in? They're probably rotten, spoiled. Who knows at this point? Though he's a god, they could not be. Throws the peaches, and finally that's enough. And so Izanami's just like, all right, I gotta do this on my own accord. Like, I can't let these ugly chicks keep going after him, because obviously they're stupid as hell. They keep falling for the ooh piece of candy trap. Of all the fruit and everything that's being thrown at them. And then finally, like, they get back together. Like, it's just like, I don't understand. Like,
so that's another where it varies in one of the lore I know. Because after he gets out of the underworld, he, like, blocks it off with a boulder, and Izanami's like, oh, you're fucking dick. Just for that, I'm going to kill 1,000 people a day. And he's like, well, then I'm going to make 1,500 people a day, flips her 2 birds, and walks away.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like, it's like, in the moment, they was like, all right, cool, happy. And then he's like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. And they, like, break up afterward. And that's when he tries to seal off the underworld. And he tries to, like, pull the biggest flex of all time with that.
Optimal.
I just find it funny, like, some of, like, the literal translations of some of the gods' names, though. Like, the sun goddess Amaterasu, which is just, like, the heavenly great deity. And then you have Susanoo, who is the impetuous male. It's just like, okay. Well, my favorite was just the name of the island that they pull out from the spear at the start of the lore, which was Onogodojima, which is just Spontaneous Island. They just pull up an island and goes, yeah, that's an island. All right, that's it. It's just an island.
We did it, Reddit.
We did it.
I mean, named pretty appropriately.
It's just, oh shit, there's an island. Just call it Oh Shit Island.
Spontaneous. Yeah.
And then
Seems
there's
optimal.
and then after their whole debacle, there's a whole other fun stories that happen within Japanese mythology. The story of Amaterasu and Susanoo, which is basically brother tries to troll the hell out of sister, and she just says, "Nah, fuck this."
This is all wrong. It's all wrong.
Well, okay, hold
It's
up.
all wrong.
Hold up. Let's not forget the part where brother actually wins a contest and sister's
It's
all
all
fucking
wrong.
pissy and, like, changes rules last minute.
Jmac just lied to you.
Bryce.
Jmac
All
just
right.
lied to you. Listen. Attention, please. Attention.
Okay,
Thanks-
that's
thanks
getting
for
muted.
Thanks-
Thanks for
thanks for
tapping
that.
on the
That's
mic.
part of the effect. Don't mute the effect. That's podcast 101. Listen.
Nev, I leave it up to your judgment.
Nev's gonna leave now. She'll tune in next time for the actual story that Jmac just lied to her.
I'm gonna tune in when I edit.
All right. Listen, Jmac, in case you were wondering, later, Nev. You see,
Bye, guys.
let me tell you guys, Izanagi isn't this fancy god that Fro referred to that fucked with volcanoes. Jmac is sophisticated, left that part out. Fro's like, Izanagi fucked with volcanoes. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You want to know who Izanagi is? Izanagi? It's a forbidden genjutsu by the Uchiha clan.
Fucking knew it.
You know,
Fucking
Shit.
weebs.
that's
Fucking
what it is.
Naruto weeb.
The Izanagi allows the people who cast it to create illusions, you know, that their foe they're not aware of. Just boom, hit them with illusion real quick. So
All right, how do I
even
leave the server?
let me tell the Izanagi, dude, it's OP. Izanagi's OP. So if the caster dies in an illusion, guess what? Boom, fucked you up. Just an illusion.
Pretty sure you lost your eye though.
But yeah, but it
Pretty sure it
essentially
doesn't matter how powerful Izanagi is when Madara can just drop meteors on people. Just
Listen,
saying.
we're
He's
getting
not
there.
wrong. He's not wrong.
The illusion allowed the caster to determine how the battle was going to play out. As so, the Uchiha, yeah, they lost in the fucking eyeball out of it, but guess what? Uchiha always won. The problem
I
was
don't know.
depth,
Seems like they came out blind after.
but they won the battles. The problem where it fucked it up for, you know, until then, it's like Uchiha wins. Yeah, this motherfucker's blind as fuck, but if the Uchiha wins, we clean. We incon clean. We just want the clan to come out on top. If this motherfucker's blind, who cares?
That's only 2 1v1s that you could win, and then you lose everything else.
But another Uchiha member is likely to get the fucking Izanagi. So you keep it going. You keep it flowing. You keep it fucking in the family. The problem was, though, Depp.
Okay, now we're back to Japanese
The
lore.
problem was is you got this one big-headed ass Uchiha member, right, who's got the Izanagi.
Oh.
And then another motherfucker gets Izanagi, and they're like, wait a minute, bitch. You got the Izanagi. I'm sick and
The
motherfucking
Izanagi
tired of
each
you
other.
telling me what to do. I got the Izanagi too. We about to fucking fuck this shit up. So it became this like struggle. Izanagi versus Izanagi. They're using it against each other to figure out who's got the bigger dick.
You have said Izanagi more talking about Naruto than we did during the entire Izanagi lore.
Because this is the real lore. This is
Look,
how
all
it
I'm
actually
saying-
happened. This is Japanese. I'm telling you.
Look, all I'm hearing is that Izanagi is basically just a way of creating a big ass illusion
Yes.
of
Yes.
I'm better than you kind of bullshit.
Yes.
And that just sounds like it's copying from Zatch Bell, where the fucking duck fuck Kanchime's ultimate spell, the Shin Poruku, is he creates.
Okay,
Hold
don't
on.
you fucking
Zach-
come
hold
at
on.
here weebing us, and then you start saying Zatch
I'm
Bell.
gonna weep the hell out of this. Fucking Kanchime's ass has an ultimate spell where he literally creates an illusionary world that he controls the heart and mind of his opposition. That even if they know that it's an illusion, they can't break it. And he controls this fucking world.
Sounds
this
like they
whole
copied
world.
Naruto Japanese culture. That's what it sounds
I
like.
don't know. It depends on when Izanagi was an actual conception. When
All right, so
Naruto
Hey,
was
bro.
so J-Mac, moving on. Let me tell you this then, and we'll see how this furthers. We'll see how this moves along. So to stop the Izanagi, right? Boom, Izanami was created. All right. So those who wielded Izanami, they wanted to end this like interclan Izanami. They're like, yo, all you motherfuckers who are Izanagi, you're dumb as fuck. Just end this bullshit. So it's another. So Izanagi forbidden genjutsu because, like Depp said, might go blind as fuck. They're like, yo, stop using this shit. You're gonna go blind. Like, stop the shit. The Izanami also makes you go blind.
It makes you go blind.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but illusions. These guys are just playing with their dicks.
Yeah. So, boom, Izanami, they fucking cast it upon the person, right? So they mainly used it if you're big dicking with Izanagi. They're like, yo, I'm sick and tired of you trying to big dick with Izanagi. Boom, hit you with Izanami. So it basically, Izanami puts you in this loop. So if you've seen the movie Groundhog's Day, imagine just boom, Izanami put you in a Groundhog's Day. Each time, so it put this person, usually Izanagi, they're trying to kill somebody. So with Izanami, they're trying to kill this person.
I feel like I'm like in Izanami with this argument.
Yeah.
You just keep saying the word over and over again. I don't know that we're getting any further.
All right, so we're going here. So if you're trying to kill somebody, right? If your whole purpose is trying to kill somebody and you get Izanami cast on you and you kill the person, your day starts over like Groundhog's Day. So the next day, you try to kill a person again. Boom, your day starts over. So the whole purpose of fucking Izanami is the loop resets and the loop doesn't end you don't get out of the genjutsu until you accept the fact in reality and realize like you've been fucking up this whole time. So people would use it on their own friends, right? Like I would use if Depp keeps feeding my motherfucking rank games, I'd hit him with this Izanami until he stops feeding. And once Depp stops feeding my rank games, he's released. And that's what it was. It's to help Depp. Depp was lost. And it's to find him along the way. Get him fucking from himself. Save Depp from himself.
Remind us never to let Bryce go 30 minutes without talking.
That's what
because
it
then
is.
he unloads.
Depp got real
He
lost.
unloads.
Naruto.
Depp got real
Uchiha
lost in
clan.
this lore. But you know where Depp's coming out? Depp's coming out into the Hat of Purgatory, and fuck you, Fro Double G, because you didn't do the Hat of Purgatory.
Yeah.
Can I just say that Smite's interpretation of Izanami is so bad? I wanna smack it in the mouth. Like the tier 2 skin of Izanami should have been the actual not Izanami, fucking Amaterasu. God damn, I can't think today.
What god are we talking about now, Jmac?
Hold on.
You wanna?
Okay, so
Which one?
Amaterasu in Smite is done so poorly because like the actual skin they went for, her default model, should not have been her default because they just made her fucking sword a katana, and not all swords from Japan are katanas, as presented by what Amaterasu's actual sword is. It's just me ranting here. Her tier 2 is actually the best skin, should have been the default. Jmac rant over. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Which one's her T2?
It's the one with the actual like kimono, and it actually like accurately reflects the Imperial
It's like
regalia.
the Japanese culture Amaterasu.
It's
like,
the actual Amaterasu with an actual
because
like.
she didn't walk around armored at all times because she was known as a goddess of beauty and elegance.
With a goddamn katana.
You guys also don't know who Susanoo is. It's this big, powerful motherfucker who can wrap around the Uchiha clan.
I am gonna punch you in the mouth at HRX.
I mean, to be fair, whenever we mention Tsukiyumi, because I'm a big Inuyasha fan, I was like, all right, don't bring up the movies. Don't bring up the movies. Because one of the movies, they have to actually, one of the moon princesses is Tsukiyumi and blah, 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 blah. They got to get a mirror, which is their hint to Amaterasu. Yeah.
Fro, I feel like you keep on dodging the fact that you didn't do the Hat of Purgatory.
Oh, what the fuck you want me to say? All right, guys, I didn't do the Hat of Purgatory.
Yeah,
My
I
bad.
want you to admit
You'll get
it.
a.
I want to hear
We'll
it
double down next
verbatim.
week.
Double down.
Double down next week.
What is it? What is it, Fro?
It was Can You Feel the Love? Or Feel the Love, one or the other. And it was Cupid and Aphrodite.
You got to do it by yourself, or who's with you?
I needed to do one on the Xbox side and one on the PlayStation side. Cupid and Afro.
All right, you be Cupid, I'll be Afro. Let's do it together.
All right, we got
All
this. Right afterwards?
I'm down. What? No, I might
right.
have to spectate Bot G, but we'll do it for sure.
Optimal.
Well, yeah.
Optimal. But we do have a new one. Since Fro failed you, we'll have a double feature next week. And going along with a bit of the drunk lore, we have the perfect storm. And Fro, I believe you came up with this one. Am I not right?
Yeah.
So we have Susanoo.
This is a 3. Well, hold on.
Okay.
Because it's a 3 to 5 parter,
Okay.
right? Spanning across different mythologies.
Yeah.
The core is going to be Susanoo. So we got the wind. Zeus. So, Zeus. So we got the thunder.
Yeah.
Raijin. So we got the lightning. All right, I got that backwards. Haha. Zeus for the lightning. And Raijin for the thunder. But you can also include Shock for the rain.
Chocolate
Thor
rain.
for even more thunder.
Chocolate. Oh God, I'm fucking.
Shaquille
Can I be
O'Neal.
done? Can I just leave? Like, I don't
Come
need to
on,
be here
Deb.
anymore. Apparently,
Come
fucking
on, that was
kill
a
me
good
now.
one.
It's fucking kill me now, man. Shit, I'm done.
Chocolate rain.
I don't need this.
Dun, 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 dun,
Tilted.
dun.
So, yeah,
Fuck.
that'll be it. Go out and make the perfect storm, people.
Make the perfect storm.
Who's going to do it on our end?
You know.
I need a
gonna get a
poll.
hat?
We're
We
gonna
just
get
need
a
to go
poll
get the
going at
fish
Bot
bowl.
G2. Whose Japanese lore was right? Jmac
Well, let's
or
get a-
mine?
Oh shit. Okay.
Basically,
We'll
it
do
come down
a
to
Twitter
how-
poll, too,
We'll do a
afterwards.
Twitter poll. We'll put that out for a week, and then we'll come back to you next episode, I suppose, with who was right, Jmac or Silent Reveries, VD 2.0.
I see you, Deb.
Yeah, I see you. Man. Oh shit. Oh no, but we're getting those fat outro tracks by NCS, no copyright sounds. What?
We'll get to NCS,
Okay.
but who the fuck's going to do this challenge?
I mean, sounds like you came up with it. But to be fair, Willow's not
Motherfucker,
here.
Say it one more time.
Go
Say it
on.
one more time so I can hear it again, Fro.
It's the perfect storm. It's going to be Susanoo, Raijin, and Zeus, but bonus points for Thor and Shock.
So it's one of us and a couple of challengers, or how does this work?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, 3-man's easy on the Xbox side,
sounds about right.
and on the PS4 too. I mean, honestly, but
All right. I think as an honorary guest this week / honorary keeps coming on, I'll get this one. I'll get this one this week. What do you think?
Bryce 2.0, take it on. You know, that means you'll have to be here next week, Bryce. Are you okay with that?
I mean, are you guys okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
we'll put a poll on Twitter. Let's
We'll
not.
put a
start
poll on Twitter. That'll be a second Twitter
So I
poll.
may be doing it. If not, Depp has volunteered. If the poll goes downhill.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Depp will be back up if Bryce isn't back. Okay. Oh, get wrecked. Okay.
Fucking Jmac.
All
Dude.
right.
What a guess. I mean, he's lying
What
about
a
Japanese
guy,
lore,
man.
but he's been a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, Jmac, where can we find you on the interwebs?
On the interwebs? I mean, you just answered
Yeah.
your question. You can find me on the
Okay.
interwebs.
Oh, it's just out on the interwebs. All right.
I
Okay.
just exist on the interwebs, man. I mean, I guess if you want to find me on a place, you can find me on Twitter at _JMacTucker. And then
Okay.
I stream on Skill Shots on Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. You can find me there.
Jmac,
Pretty much
over
it.
under Over under on you casting at Worlds.
It highly depends if there's a collegiate final there, and pretty much that, I think. I would say there's a 50-50 chance.
I hope so. You do a good job. You started from the bottom where everybody else did. I have a good job listen to you. Especially since we don't get Hughesy anymore. I hope to see Jmac there for sure.
And not to mention, like, honestly, like, you got something that you're just kind of born with. Like, you got the voice for it. I mean, it is what it is. Well, I mean, no, because some people, like, they got a voice for, like, casting, or like us. Like, if one of us sounded like a fucking...
I mean, it sounds
whiny,
like Fro's saying you
screechy,
got a
like...
face for radio.
Ooh, I mean...
Face for radio, but voice for casting and podcasting.
But same difference. You called him ugly, man. Feels bad.
I'm sorry you're ugly, Jmac.
Wow. Okay.
Jmac absorbed all that, and he's like, wait a minute.
I'm sorry you suck fat wieners, but...
Ooh. Hit him with it.
Oh, shit. Shots fired. We're going down. We're yelling wildmonkeydesign.com for our badass logo. And find us on Twitter at Battleground of. Link to the Discord in the description and on our Twitter. And you can't find me. You won't.
Why not, Dad?
Because I'm not going to tell you where you can find me.
Dad.
Or any of the other hosts.
You've
Just
literally
our guest,
made it through
Jmac.
this whole fucking podcast without doing an awkward silence, and you can't have something ready to tell everybody what their Twitters are?
No, you know what? No, I'm not going to tell you where underscore
Depp's...
silent reveries can be found.
This is
All
the
right?
easiest part, Depp, and you're not ready for it.
This is Depp's attempt
No.
to fooling everybody to not realizing that Nev has left.
Oh. I mean, you don't need
Feels
to fool
bad.
anybody. Nev is gone
Bye.
to a game. Nev is left. She's playing a fucking game right now.
Nev's in the pro leagues.
Wish her the best of
SML.
She's
luck.
fragging.
Watch out for Nevea 03.
I mean, she's playing
Mid
against
lane
C-Money,
monster.
so she's probably getting fragged on. But either way, best of luck to Nev.
They are undefeated, and we need to go check the results, which means I
I'm
have
not
been
gonna
your
lie,
host, Step Nation.
He's been your host, Depp Nation. Fro's done. I'm out too.
Yeah.
Shit, Nev's still listening.
Thanks.
Shit.
Wow. Feels bad. She's still in the chat. Nev, say goodbye.
Unmute Nev.
She's already stopped
Nev,
recording.
unmute. Say goodbye.
Back.
She stopped
Actually,
recording.
Typed bye.
Don't do this. You're ruining the continuity of the
What
of
a
the
simple.
timeline.
What a simple that word. Nev is.
Man, this is like having two different Izanami lords.
Yeah. Except
Feels
mine was
bad.
right and J-Max was wrong.
Bye, everybody. Make sure
Bye.
to check out Jmac. Check out Bryce on SQA. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Bye.
2.0.
Bye. J-Mac OP. Check him out.
Yeetimus Maximus.
Cheetah Miss Maximus. I love it.